crafting tonight. I am so happy you're here. Please tell me where you're from, what you're going to be doing with these fun crafts, and we'll get started. So if you look in the link in the chats, there should be the link to this file that we'll be making today. So what you need to do is click on that link and head to, it's going to be lovetheDayShop.com. The link will take you to my shop and will automatically give you the discount, so the file is free. It's going to take a few minutes for everyone to get that file downloaded, so get started right away. And while we're doing that, I'm going to see where everyone's from. We have Karen from Phoenix. All the crafting chicks are here. Hi guys, good to see you. So did you guys see that file in the chat? Go ahead and download that file. Hello from Lehigh, Utah. Hi from Kentucky. Hi from Houston. We've got Kansas. So good to see everyone. I'm so happy you're here. Did you guys go ahead and see that link? We're gonna, I'm gonna share my screen here in a minute and I'll show you exactly how to do it. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? When you go to this link, you are going to see, this is the bundle we're going to be working with today. So go ahead and add to cart. We're going to check out and go ahead and go through the whole payment, and the file should pop up right here on your screen or on your desktop. Is everyone is everyone able to download it okay? I can hear everyone's downloading it on my computer. Let me mute that. Okay, again, welcome everyone who's here. Go ahead, there's a link in the chats with the free file that we're going to be using today to be making the peppermints and the gingerbread garland. Download that file so we can start working. Okay, it looks like people are able to download it okay. Hello from California, San Diego, from Queens. Hello from Virginia. Hi, Catherine. Yes, the file is free. It's in the chat, so go ahead and click it and download the file. I can hear it's downloading. Okay. Yippee. Hello, Lisa. So happy you're here. Hello from Hawaii. Man, I wish I was with you right now. Okay, do you guys see that file? Is everyone getting it downloaded okay? Okay, once we are, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so you have that file. I'm going to share my screen again, so I'm going to show you exactly what to do with that file. Now that file, if you're here, you can make these peppermints with a Cricut machine or without. The file has both. It has a printable version and an SVG version. I'm going to show you how to make both. So I'm going to share my screen again. There we go. Okay, and we are going to get started. Oh, just a second, guys. There we go. Okay, here, so you're going to get it in a zip file. And once you get it, unzip it, open up that file, and head to the Peppermint SVG files. Now, if you are going to do the printable version of this craft, go ahead and hit on this printable version and press print. And this will, we're going to be making the 12-inch circles and the 8-inch circles. And these designs right here, these little slices, are sized perfectly for the 12 to 8-inch rounds. So do that, get printing those out if you're doing the printable version. If you're doing the SVG Cricut version, here is the SVG file. Open up your Cricut design space. And we are going to upload those peppermints. We're going to drop them right in.
We have a couple of people saying that it says you have to pay or there's a charge for the file. Do they need to do something specific?
So there's, if you're using the link that's in the chat, it should automatically be free. And is that not working for everyone? I'm showing it's downloaded, about 80 people have downloaded it, so I know it is working. Let's see. Yours says you have to pay. Let me also get you the coupon code real quick.
There's a few people responding that it says you have to pay up until you get to
the very end. And
yes,
it will show you like the $9.99, but continue with the checkout process, and then you it will be free and you can download it. So keep pushing through, and you should be fantastic. Hi from Florida. Will you, Lindsay, do you mind, sharing the link again? Thank you. Okay, we're gonna keep going. So keep downloading the file. Oh, Diane received it, awesome. Okay, now that we have that file, so let's start with the printable version. I printed these out on 80-pound white cardstock. And it's the perfect weight for these peppermints. So go ahead and start cutting these out. And then for those of you with a Cricut that have uploaded the file, I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, here we go. We are going to insert that SVG file into Cricut Design Space. Now these are sized perfectly for the 12-inch and the 8-inch rounds, so we actually don't really need to do anything. We're going to ungroup them all and delete the white from the peppermints because we'll be using the styrofoam for it instead. And then what you're going to do is you're going to press Make It. Get your mats ready. Press Continue. I'm using Maker, but you can also use Explorer 2. Now I'm using the medium cardstock, the 80-pound. I always like to put a little more pressure. Oh, I've got to open up my machine, guys. That would help. Okay, there we go. A little more. Maker. I've got my paper ready. And I'm going to press Make It. Okay, are you guys cutting yours out? Are you having trouble downloading? It looks like people are getting it. It's working. Yes, you can use it with the Cricut Explorer 2. It will totally work fine. So I'm going to pretend like mine have already cut out just to save some time. I've pre-cut them out for you, just so you don't have to hear my machine cut like crazy. But this is what the Cricut has cut out of, the slices. So you can see for those who are doing the printable version, they're the exact same size, pretty same colors. You get the same results with or without a Cricut. So let's move on to assembling these peppermints. So like I mentioned, we're doing the 12-inch and the 8-inch rounds. Lindsay, do you mind doing the overhead camera for me? Okay, perfect. We've got our rounds here, and I've also got a glue gun, and now I'm using low temperature glue sticks so it won't melt the styrofoam. And you can do your peppermints in all red, or I love pink with Christmas. I don't know if anyone else does. If you do, let me know in the comments. Pink Christmas is my favorite. So I'm going to do pink and red. So I'm going to get started with my red slices. And because this is a low temperature gun, it will actually stick really well onto the styrofoam. So you can place your slice anywhere. This will kind of be our starting off piece. but we're going to work with the reds first. So Pamela says pink is her favorite color. Me too. I have like 1,000 pink lipsticks in my drawer. My husband makes so much fun of me. Okay, we're going to go across from this red slice. And we're going to kind of start building a grid. So you can see it doesn't melt the styrofoam. The paper, it lays really well, lays flat. We're going to keep moving on to these pieces. I'd love to know if you're making these along with me. Send pictures. Let me know if you're having any problems. We can try to troubleshoot them. And this class will be recorded, so we can watch it later if you are falling behind or if the download's taking longer than you wanted it to. So you'll be able to watch it in the future and stop and pause. Okay, do you guys see how we made this grid here with the red? Now we're going to move on to the pinks and add the pinks at an angle. Okay. So I originally designed this file for the lookbook this year, the Michaels lookbook. And it's because when I decorate my Christmas tree, I really like larger pieces in my tree. I think they make like a really great focal point and a statement. And so I think these are so fun. They'll last every year. So I'd love to know what you plan on doing with your peppermints. Where are you planning on putting them? Are you doing them on a tree, outdoor decor? Okay, do you guys see how we're kind of just like adding the pink at a grid? Okay, I've lost my other pink piece. Oh, there it is. That would have been awkward. We would have had like a missing piece. Okay.
You have a few comments that your tree was their favorite in the lookbook.
Guys, thank you. Thank you.
And
so
that
much.
they would love for you to have your own craft show.
I would love that too. You guys, that's my dream of all dreams, is just to craft with you all day long. Okay, so here it is. That is it, guys. That's all it takes to make a peppermint. And the same is replicated on the smaller size. So you can see I've cut the pieces out and you just glue them on, and that's it. That is how easy these peppermints are. Is anyone making them along with me? Oh, people are cutting with a silhouette. Okay, that's awesome. What brand of glue am I using? I don't know, guys. I got it at Michael's. Oh, my husband said ad tech. He's listening. He said it's ad tech.
We have another question. If they don't resize anything, what size styrofoams are the patterns set for? What size styrofoam are you using?
Yeah, that's a great question. So they're set for the 12-inch circle. This is what it looks like when you buy it at Michael's. It's I use the Kraft brand. It's my favorite, but the 12-inch, and this is the 8-inch. So that's what the file's designed for. You can, styrofoam comes in all different shapes and sizes. You can, resize the SVG files. Unfortunately, the printables will only work for this size. So are people with the printables having a good, like, are they working okay for y'all? I hope so. Okay, we're gonna move on. We are going to next do, Lindsay, let's do the front camera for a minute. Okay, look how cute this is, you guys. This is a gingerbread paper garland. And just like with the peppermints, that file that you've downloaded, you can make this either with a printable file or you can make this with your Cricut. This is actually the one I made for the lookbook. And it was, this one's made with Cricut. So it's got like layers and dimensions. But I'm going to show you what it looks like with a printable file. So I'm like a craft show. I've got my craft pan of all my supplies here for you all. I also, if you wanted to do them littler, look at how cute these are. They're itty bitty. Okay, let me kind of get situated here with the supplies that you'll need. So if you go back into that file, Okay, let me share my screen again, you guys, and you can see what it will look like. Okay, okay, so we're back in this digital file, this bundle that you got for free. We're gonna go to the gingerbread boy and girls. Okay, so here is the printable version right here. And I've designed it a lot of different ways depending on what type of craft you want to make. So if you want to make it like your, there's layers and like you have a Cricut, I've designed it right here where you can, cut out the gingerbread man and all the little pieces and glue all the pieces on. And then I've also designed the gingerbread boy and the girl flat. And so you can just cut out the whole thing. I've made them smaller because I think smaller gingerbread are the cutest. And then I've designed the peppermints flat as well for you to design or for you to cut out. So that's the printable version. And then for those who are doing the Cricut version, let me pull up my design space again. Okay, let's cancel. Cancel our cut. We're going to cancel. We're going to go back a few steps. Okay, we're going to delete this big peppermint. Okay, here we go. We got a blank canvas, and I am going to upload the gingerbread boy and girl. So actually, let me do this. Okay, so here is the girl SVG. It's like the girl and the boy SVG file. We're going to drop it into our design space. You can see that each of the different colors will be a different layer, and we'll cut out on a different color. So we're going to insert those images into design space, and there they are. Look how cute they are. So I did design the bow that if you really wanted to get intricate, you could. I actually just like it. Okay, let's ungroup everything first. There we go. Okay, if you want the bow just to be flat, let's just weld that together. So it'll just be one bow. That's easier. Okay, and then ungroup my cute boy. Oops, we lost his body. Okay, let's make them a little bigger. I like them about 9 inches. And then we're just gonna press make it. And our machine will literally do the work. I will say, let me get situated here for a minute. So this brown paper is Kraft board paper, and you can get, I like the Cricut brand. There's also, I think Michael's has their own brand, the Recollection brand, but it's really sturdy. And I'm gonna put my, Lindsay, do you mind doing the front camera again? Oh, I got
You still have screen share on.
Sorry, here we go. Okay, are we there? Okay, awesome. So this is the Kraft paper that I cut the gingerbreads out with. You can hear it's like super, I think it's probably like 120 pounds. It's pretty heavy stuff. And normally you can cut this if you have a Cricut with your deep house blade or your deep point blade, I think that's what it's called. But this is my like tip of all tips. I like to cut really heavy paper like this with my knife blade. I don't know if y'all have it, but if you don't, this is like the best Christmas gift. It cuts anything. This cuts like chipboard, and it cuts the Kraft board, the Kraft paper really, really well. And so I just change it in my housing of my Cricut. So I take out my regular blade and I put my the knife blade in, and it will cut this. And so I will show you. We can do the overhead camera now, Lindsay. Awesome. Okay, so you see, it just cuts. It takes a few times. I think there's like 3 or 4 passes with the knife blade, but it just cuts the gingerbread boy and girl out so well. So
I have a few questions about that blade.
Oh, questions about the blade? Let's hear about it.
Yes, if it cuts felt?
So I would not use that for the felt. I would use, you know what, let me grab it. I'll show you. There's a rotary blade. Guys, this is also, I could go on and on about Cricut all day long, but this is called a rotary blade, and see how it kind of like spins. You can cut felt and fabric with this baby. Totally worth the money, totally worth it. So this is what I would use felt to cut felt. But okay, back, it's called a knife blade, the knife blade, Cricut knife blade.
And if you can show the first blade that you're working with again.
Oh, yeah. You betcha. Okay, so this is just the blade that comes with the machine. And it's great. It works awesome. I only have to change my blade every couple months, and I use this thing every day. So this just comes with the machine. It usually takes care of all of your, like all these little pieces that I cut out with cardstock, I use with just the regular blade. So, okay, any other questions on that?
Yes, there's one more. They asked if it fits in an Air 2.
It doesn't. Okay, so it doesn't. The Air 2 is a super great machine, but it is definitely not as powerful as the Maker. The Maker was built for this knife blade, the rotary blade, so you can cut things like fabric, felt, chip, wood. So it's just kind of like next level. So that, unfortunately, the knife blade only works with the Maker. I should have said that at the beginning. Good call. Good catch. Okay, let's move on. Let's make this gingerbread boy and girl. Okay, so I've already cut out all my pieces, and let me show you what it looks like in the printable file. So if you downloaded the printable, this is what it will look like, your flat boy and girl. Go ahead and start cutting those out. And I have some cut out right here. And this is, you know, as we move along, we will string this garland together. But that's what the printable version looks like. So the Cricut, the SVG file looks, it will look a little more layered. So I'm going to take my glue gun and start putting, this is the cute girl and this is the boy, just start gluing these pieces on. Okay. Are people crafting along with me? Are they making this? Am I going too fast? I'm trying to keep up. If not, are you like, tell me how you decorate for Christmas. So this is what I do. I have like different sections of my house or different themes because I can't choose. Like my kitchen is all gingerbread because I love gingerbread, but then my Christmas tree is like pink, 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 pink. And then my entryway is really traditional because I have like Christmas OCD. There's just so many cute themes I can't decide. Do you switch around themes or do you stick to one theme throughout the house? I would love to know.
Matthew says that my tree is peppermint themed, so that's perfect.
Ooh, perfect. I'm glad you're here.
And then Kayla can't decide on a single theme. She loves everything Christmas.
I know, that's me too. Okay, it says I'm moving too fast. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it entertaining for those who aren't crafting and slow enough for those who are. So I'll slow down just a little bit to help those catch up. So the girl, this is that cute bow that we flattened. And I love to add lots of layers. So I'm going to add a cute button. I think red would be cute on her bow. And guys, you'll have to, I probably will burn my fingers. Glue guns are like my nemesis. Will someone please invent a glue gun that doesn't destroy your fingers? Okay, I'm going to use, look at how cute these pom poms are for the gingerbread girl. I'm going to use those as her buttons. Okay, and then I've got some more black buttons for the eyeballs to give her some little personality. Oh dear, that one's not matching. That would be bad. She'd have two different size eyes. Oh no, I don't have the match. Guys, we have a crafting catastrophe. Okay, I'm gonna take that one off. Okay, I'm gonna have to see how I made that mistake. I'm gonna have to just cover that right up. I feel like she really needs matching eyes. Oh, someone has a glue gun tip. Let's see. Oh, really? Oh, there's something you can put on your finger so you don't burn. Okay, that's amazing. I'm gonna find what that is. Thank you. Okay, I think her eyes are matching now. Are they matching? I can't tell. Well, she's got lots of character. what kind of printer do I use for crafting? Okay, so I use a Canon. They have a Pixma. Let's see, I'm trying to think exactly what the model number is. See, maybe my husband can look at it while he's right there.
Canon Pixma G4210.
Okay, Canon Pixma G4210. And guys, you saw the color on these printables. I'm gonna look at it again. The color's really great. I mean, you can barely even tell the difference. It's fantastic. So I recommend the printer all the way. Okay, so look how cute our little girl's done. She's also glued to the table. Okay, whoop. Okay, there she is. Okay, we're gonna do our cute little guy next. And I really did a poor job finding buttons that match. He's also going to have cute eyes that maybe don't match. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna put his smile on. I love this glue gun. I love the glue guns with a really fine tip because you can see these little tiny pieces. You can get the glue on there without like destroying your fingers. So that's really helpful. Okay, let's see. The guy didn't have that. Let's see. He has these cute white squiggles on his arms and his legs. Okay, so most of you here, I'd love to know, are you making these with a Cricut? Or are you making these with the printable file? And if you don't have a Cricut, is that something you're interested in, something you like, or do you prefer printable crafts? Okay, we're gonna the glue on his cute legs, his little squiggles. Oh, someone's got a silhouette. I actually have a silhouette too. I love my silhouette. I just have been working with Cricut for longer. Why not craft glue? You could totally use craft glue. I just am like a product of habit, and I've been using a glue gun since I was little. So I think it's just habit. You could totally use craft glue with like tacky glue would totally work. Totally work. Okay, I'm gonna put some buttons down this guy.
Yeah, we're getting a variety of answers just from either Cricut or Silhouette or just watching.
Okay, well, I'm glad you guys are here. Where did I get my buttons? I got my buttons at Michael's. Okay, now our guy is all made. How cute is he? And I also have, oh, here it is. Oh guys, I forgot to cut the pieces for the this middle peppermint. But you, yeah, you can imagine. So what will happen is you'll cut out a circle like this. The Cricut will cut it out, and you'll have the pieces. They'll be smaller than this, and you'll glue them on just like you did the styrofoam peppermints. And then what we're going to do is we'll just use the printable version, which is here. What you're going to do is you're going to take a hole punch, and you're going to punch. You could also, if you wanted to be technical, you could put these holes in your Cricut to have your Cricut cut them as well. I just wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not because I did make a bunch of these just to like insert into my tree. So I didn't want the holes in their cute arms. Okay. Okay, and then next what we're going to do is we're just going to string our twine. I have just like red baker's twine. Oh, I forgot one arm. Okay,
what size peppermint is used for the garland?
Oh, such a good question. So this is about 5 inches. So when you are in Cricut Design Space, just put that same peppermint file in that we used for the styrofoam peppermints and size them to about 5 inches. So what I did is these gingerbread men and the boy and the girl are 9 inches and the peppermints are 5 inches. Okay, and then once you've got your twine, we're just going to string them through. And can you size them bigger? Of course, yes. If you want like huge peppermints, go for it. I don't even hate it. I love it. Okay, we are going to, people are asking about the holiday lookbook. Okay, so what the holiday lookbook is it's kind of like Michael's version of their holiday guide. It came out, let's see, it came out in, I think like right after Thanksgiving or near Thanksgiving, maybe even before Thanksgiving. And it had just like decor ideas that featured their, you know, their holiday decor that year. I don't know where you can get one. I actually, if someone from Michael's could answer and tell me where I could get one, that would be awesome. Okay, so there it is. There is our gingerbread garland. You can keep going, making it as long or as short as you like. You can add pom-poms in between. You can add, for the lookbook, I did add beads that were colored in between. And there you go, there you have it. And then if you are doing the printable version, the same concept applies. You would punch the holes in the arms here, you know, and then you would string it just the same. And with the printable version, if you want to add the buttons and the, you know, the 3D effect, you could totally do that. So there it is. And that's, Lindsay, if you could do the front camera, that'd be amazing. Does anyone have any questions before we kind of wrap up? That was really fast, but there you have it. You have your peppermints, which is amazing, that you can put in your tree, that you can put on your mantle, and then you also have your garland. I need to cut this one because it's stuck, but then you have your gingerbread garland, which I like to string on my mantle. I also have these on my kitchen cabinets. So thank you so much for crafting with me. This is like the best night. I haven't been able to craft with girlfriends or friends in months. And so it's such an honor to spend the evening with you. Come visit me. I blog at Love the Day. I share a lot of printables and tutorials and crafts. I hope you all have a wonderful, happy holidays. And thank you so much. See you later.